here for Happy Feet. It's going to be the story overall. Can Execration close? So as this game is progressing, you're getting powerful, but that opens up a possibility for a comeback here for Happy Feet. They go for it though. They get Shider into Divine Judgment, and before Divine Judgment finishes, he actually goes down very fast. So again, another kill for Execration, another Lord attempt. Can they go for the steal? I don't think so. That's going to be a sure Lord.
I was actually about to say Happy Feet should steal that Lord, but nope.
Yeah, they're not in the position.
Be like, no, Yuko.
Yeah.
We have the Lord.
Yeah, they're pretty much deep into the map. They already secured it.
They don't even need the Lord right now. They probably just got that for the sake of having someone be the front line and take damage.
Yeah, because right now Happy Feet, they have locked down Jeff Cutie Forever here on the side. They take him out.
Leomord is down.
The Lord and Pakbet fighting 2v2 the outside of the base while the rest of Happy Feet defend. That was actually a win if I ever saw one here for Happy Feet.
Yeah.
They were able to zone.
Defense.
Yeah, able to zone out Diane, and then they took out the Leomord. That is huge.
Yep. Smart, quick decision-making skills.
Yeah, but again, cut short once more by Happy Feet. Pringles wave the dragon onto Lord. Deadly Magic is procced, and he will go down. Shider, right timing on the Deadly Magic is doing wonders for Happy Feet right now.
I like how Happy Feet is just taking down the Lord this fast. Okay, I saw what they did there, and I think if they keep that up, they'll be able to push in through bot lane most probably.
I think
try to zone Execration out and not initiate in team fights first, because we saw how difficult it is to kind of move around because everyone's locked down and they're just dishing out so much damage.
Yeah, not to mention like the blocking walls there again for Execration, a bit more difficult to bypass. So that because of that, Execration does have a majority of the map under their control still, while Happy Feet, that Hellcurt starting to lose momentum and lose function because it's impossible to split push against this composition.
Oh, I remembered. If Happy Feet does try to push through bot lane, their base is open.
So very open base.
It's a 50-50, so they're going to have to wait for an ace, and then they push.
Also, Happy Feet, they have to push out the minion wave, because right now, Execration controls the majority of that, so they can't extend out of their base without pushing the minions first. And as you can see on the map, top lane Leomord, bottom lane Kaja, mid lane Grok. They are controlling all three lanes very, very strong.
And they're keeping an eye on them, like, nope, you ain't getting out of your base.
You cannot.
We're gonna wreck that.
Exactly. And again, power here being shown, dominance by Execration right now. There's just a lot of gold. Although it's an 8k gold lead right now, it's starting to lose value as time progresses, but it's still a lot, and Execration is a lot more powerful, a lot tankier. Of course, they're going to go for the last push on the bottom lane.
So sad. If they get the bot lane, then I'm calling it. It's kind of GG.
Yeah, luckily, Happy Feet able to clear out the minion wave. And of course, because of that, they are going to have a little breathing room, but the rest of the minions going to come in on the top lane and the bottom lane. This could be it. Then again, Execration having a hard time closing this one.
I love how everyone just wait for it. Nope, nope. When someone tries to say, nope, don't do a follow-up, that's wrong.
Happy Feet not giving up at all as well. Execration also playing very safe. They don't want to go all in fear of being pushed back altogether. But I think Execration, they probably have a leeway to go for one big push. Like a one big all-in, and then, they can't really get pushed back. If they die, it's going to be like 30 seconds or 40 seconds on death timers. And what can Happy Feet do with that? They can probably just get 1 or 2 towers in the mid lane. So
or push again in the bot lane if they want to rush this victory.
That is a possibility, but then again, Execration not going to be taking that chance. They are still dancing around in the map. And this 11-minute game, supposedly 12-minute, has been prolonged to 19. I think Happy Feet are very, very glad to take that.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good at defending. And maybe it's their plan to prolong the game. So let's wait and see how things will pan out.
Because again, late game, what is going to be the power here for Happy Feet? Do you want to get the Alice in a good position? Hellcurt to be in the split pushing capability? So again, big questions to be answered here by Happy Feet as Execration tries to go for the Lord. It's half HP right now, though Pringle's trying to contest. He gets pulled in by Divine Judgment, has to force the flicker out. He does have the immortality, so maybe Happy Feet, this is the power struggle they forgot.
Being boxed right here by Happy Feet, just zoning out like, nope, we're gonna kill your teammates, stay here.
Yeah, on the other side, Pringles is the one doing the boxing out. Of course, they're going to be taken out very, very easily if Pringles uses it. Way of the Dragon onto the Kaja. Flickers out Happy Feet. They're starting to gain momentum here on the fight. Jeff Cutie Forever taking 20% HP, but of course, Secret's going to be the first one to fall. Next one will be, of course, Chimay being targeted here by Execration, but he's very tanky. Pops the immortality. And of course, Hurricane dances out to safety. Where is the rest of the team when you need him? Alex on the back. Of course, that's going to be a very dead Chimay before he can get out.
Is Zapnu having internet problems? He's just standing there.
Yeah, I think he might be. So let's
Yeah,
wait
I
and
think
see.
so because the game paused. So.
Yeah, the game did pause. Zapnu
Okay,
might
so
be calling
winning conditions, please.
a bit of a...
Yeah, another technical difficulty.
Wow, that's a bit weird. I mean, win conditions here for Execration starting to thin out. I mean, they're starting to get fought head-to-head by Happy Feet. And you saw, they weren't able to take the Lord. They were able to fight. They were able to take at least one. Although, of course, Happy Feet still pretty much in a deficit. They suffered a death because of that. Wow, man. I mean, as this game is progressing, it's starting to look like Happy Feet can actually hold out.
Yeah, I have got to commend them because their defense is actually really, really good.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, we saw how many times Execration tried to put pressure on their base, right?
But of course, Execration, they're not done. They take down Shider. Immortality going to be there. Of course, Shider going to buy some more time, but not going to get any kills. He goes down. Of course, Jeff Cutie Forever going to be next target. Immortality popped as well for that Lemord user. Of course, Pringles here on the side, trying to do as much as he can. Damage dealer nowhere to be found. 4 people from Execration go doing a lot of damage. YB420 in the front line. I think Execration, they just want to go for the throne, and I think that will be game. It's a 1-0 here for Execration against Happy Feet.
Hey, that was a good game. That was a good day opener for us, right?
It was absolutely a day opener. I mean, that was supposedly a 50-50 if they were able to just hold out for a while there. And man, Execration, they're doing a phenomenal job so far of keeping up. Keeping the pace up for Happy Feet again, giving them such a hard time.
Look at this Kagura, man.
Kagura, very, very powerful. Again, MVP there by Pakbet. He really got his revenge, giving Shider the bronze on the left side.
Yeah, you got my Harley. I'm gonna get your base.
That's revenge if I ever saw one, right? I mean, right there. Excellent performance there by Execration. I mean, barring a very slow closing out. I mean, that's actually the only weakness I could point out there for Execration. A bit slow on the closeout there. But again, it was a very difficult composition to close out against because there was just a lot of split push and a lot of wave clear.
Even though Happy Feet was able to try and prolong the game, it just so happened that they lost too many turrets.
That's a big
The base was
right
open
there.
and literally Execration could just either go to the mid, go to the top, try to zone them out. And once 2 or 3 members from Happy Feet are down, the base is there to take.
I mean, it was just so difficult. Even though they were able to take down at least 2 members of Happy Feet, right? They couldn't fight again. They couldn't close out the game against 3 of them, and that's scary right now. Look at the replays here. Again, early on, Execration picking up the fights as we go. They got level 4 first. That forced a lot of Happy Feet members to fall back. Again, these small intricacies in the early game usually adds up over and over again. Then gives you advantages like that. Like, if they had the ultimates, that would have been a different story altogether. Right now, over and over again, this is going to be a highlight reel of Execration getting kills left and right.
And another video to download and preserve.
Yeah. If you want to see how to play Liam Ward, how to play Lancelot, this is actually a pretty good place to do it.
Yeah,
especially
this
the Kagura.
This is a good game to watch. And of course, the Kagura users out there.
Man, this
the
is
MVP.
The real MVP here for the fight. Again, Execration doing a phenomenal job balancing out the HP bars, juggling the turret aggro and the enemy aggro.
I feel bad for Secret because he was able to get away for like 2, 3, 4 seconds, but got boxed in anyway.
Yeah, Secret is like the unsung victim here for
Yeah.
Happy Feet. Doing a lot of the split pushing. A lot of the tower gold was because of Secret, but then again, he was the one who kept getting squished at the beginning of the fights.
He was being targeted as well, so we all know why.
We do know why, and because of that, again, Happy Feet was not able to complete the split push. We're not able to actually do anything aside from defending, which you did see happen over and over again. Again, it took a while, but somehow they were able. Execration was just able to eke out a fight at the end of it. I mean, overall, Happy Feet could have gotten that. They really could have gotten that if they were able to prolong the fight. They were able to capitalize on Execration mistakes. Like it does happen here.
I honestly think that Happy Feet will only have the advantage if they're able to ace Execution.
That's true.
If they didn't get the ace, I don't think they'll be able to win.
They really wouldn't
get a push at all.
They really wouldn't be able to take the tower. If someone was left alive, there would have been someone to clear the waves. Again, everyone from Happy Feet, actually, as from Execration, has a lot of wave clear. Look at this. At the end of it, Execration didn't even want to fight. They just wanted to go for the throne.
Yeah.
And of course, the most valuable player there, MVP of the game, Pac
7-0-12.
7-0-12 right there on the Kagura. Net worth of 11,000, and the majority of the damage there for Execration. Again, that yin-yang overturn always gets their mark.
Of course. He knows when to throw it, so that's a huge advantage for Execration.
Absolutely. You got to give it to them, of course. Execration played a very controlled and macro-oriented game. They didn't go for the fight. They don't want to go for the flashy plays. They just want to win it out. And I think they did that successfully. This could be a very good Execration game so far, especially with the mindset they're in right now. Although, again, you have to reiterate, there are weaknesses to the Execration composition right there. The lack of closing potential, lack of closing power.
It's kind of sad because Happy Feet wasn't able to know. I guess they do notice the flaws, but they just weren't able to address it or like try and poke at it.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually a bit difficult to do. It's a bit difficult to go against this team.
That's actually the fun part when you're in Execration's team. Hey, this is our weakness, but our weakness is actually hard to counter.
You cannot counter it. Like, what's the weak point here? Catch the Kagura, 2 tanks here on the side. What are you gonna do? Catch the Leomord? That's good luck with that. Good luck with that, right? So again, it was actually a bit difficult for Happy Feet to capitalize on the weakness of Execration. Again, Execration, they thought of that on the draft, I think. So they drafted a very, very tanky lineup, and because of that, they got away with the Game 1 victory.
Perfect balance indeed.
Yeah, Thanos would be very proud. And again, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Is again Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. It's the regular season, Week 2 right now. And so far, the leaderboards, again, starting to take shape. Waiting for the next game to load up. Of course, we want to see the draft right away. We want to see what adjustments Happy Feet are going to do on their composition.
Hey, Happy Feet usually wins in the first or second game, right? So let's see if their mantra is consistent. Let's see if they're going to win game 2.
Is there actually going to be a bit of a question here for Happy Feet? Like, how often can you really take a fight against the squad? How often can you win early game against a squad that is called Execration? You know, the early game is not an early game composition.
Yeah, technically, Execration is bound to have a hard time in the early game. But as we all saw, they were actually the one with the advantage.
Yeah, they came away with a win on that just because of how good they are in team fights. How good they are in
Are they going to ban Leomord? No?
No, they're not. They're going to stick with it. Because I think it's actually a bit scary to leave out either Claude or Gushin in.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of how strong Shider is there and how strong they can actually make use of the Gushin. I'm kind of expecting the same bans altogether. I kind of expect Aldous to pop up as well.
And the Lunox, I guess.
Lunox, you know, it's the same story overall. If one of those don't get banned out, they're definitely gonna win out.
That's true. That's true.
They're gonna get picked right off the bat. I can assure you that. Oh, what?
What did I tell you?
What? No, Execration's the one who banned out Leomord. Why?
Still.
Why? Why though? Okay.
Well, maybe. Was that a mistake?
I don't know.
Wait. Maybe they don't want Happy Feet to get that.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Or they'll be like, we have a feeling Happy Feet is gonna ban this, so we're gonna ban Leomord ourselves.
Yeah, and then pressure Happy Feet into making the decision. Who do you ban? Oh my god, they ban out Aldous, of course.
That left Lunox open, though.
That's gonna be an open Lunox. You know it's gonna get taken. You
Called
know
it.
It's gonna get taken automatically. Right there by Execration. First pick there. I'm pretty sure Happy Feet knows it's gonna get first pick though.
Well, if
Your team is
assuming that
picking.
Happy Feet did ban out Lunox, Aldous is scary to be left open, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's okay. What they did is actually okay.
Either one of
They
those
should
was
just
gonna go
try
to execration.
zone out Lunox and just
Yeah.
prevent her from being online.
'Cause again, either one of those doesn't get banned out. Execution is first pick anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So might as well just go and let them get the Lunox. Then we can get Cho, who can he's actually very proficient in taking out Lunoxes.
I like how they
Your team
maintained
is
Cho and Alice
picking.
because game 1,
It
they
was-
were okay.
They were the performers
They're
on
really
game
good.
1. That was actually they were the shining.
As far as I can remember, Cho was the MVP last game for Happy Feet, right?
Yeah, they were. So again, Cho was at Pringles on the show.
Yep.
Just something to behold. The only thing that was lacking on the Happy Feet side there was follow-up. Like the follow-up
That's
damage
true.
was just missing over and over again. They're gonna be
I kind of like Happy Feet's draft right now.
yeah, this is actually pretty good. Having the Martins in, having the Lolita in, will Lolita's the obvious counter here for Lunox. So although that's the thing, Lolita's probably gonna be only doing Numenon blasts and the shields against this Lunox. Everyone else is just gonna be
Your team is
mashing
picking.
left and right here
Man,
for
look at
execration.
Execration's gra-
That is
drafting. I'm scared, man. I'm
That's a
happy
very-
I'm not part of Happy Feet right now.
They're a very powerful, tanky bruiser composition. A lot of them are juggernauts right now. So difficult to deal with against Famas and Kaja. Good luck here for Happy Feet. You're gonna have to find something here to counter this because
Yeah.
you're gonna get beaten down.
They should probably try and take down these two left.
But oh, Kagura.
Still.
Okay, control it.
They have
control
a
mages.
Kagura, so
A lot of magic AoE damage is the answer by Happy Feet. Again, we'll have to wait and see if they can pull that off. That's gonna be the Mortis and the Cho as the fighters with Lolita as a tank. Of course, Alice is gonna be on the offensive and tanky side as well.
yes.
While on Execration, it's just pure brawling.
Yeah. Like,
Left
hey,
and right.
we're ready for a team fight.
This is just gonna be a bit of a slobber knocker here for Execration. They want to go dive as much as they can, and the question is, how often can Happy Feet actually win out fights once more?
True. I guess they're kind of have to rely on the Martis and the Lolita.
That's true.
So if they weren't able to get the proper targets or do the things that they're supposed to do, they should slowly back off. Because Lunox range, Grok, Kaja, no.
No.
you don't want that.
You can't
No.
actually tank up against a Kaja. Again,
Yeah.
you saw what they tried, what happened. Even if you were the tankiest of tanks, Akai, of all people, Akai gets pulled back and he's helpless. You know, again, that's the power of the Kaja pick. I'm
That's
surprised.
why he gets banned sometimes. Right?
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Execration was still able to pick that up in the second rotation. I was kind of expecting Happy Feet to do so.
I think both teams are just low-key focusing on damage dealers.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, the damage here for Execration actually will come into play later on in the game, where they can actually be tanky enough to withstand the damage from Happy Feet.
Later, but will Execration still have the early game to themselves?
Yes, exactly. That's the question here. Then again, we're loaded up into Game 2, Execration versus Happy Feet. So far, Execration has a 1-0 lead. How often or how long can they close it out? Or will Happy Feet make it a 1-1 once more? What's your prediction here?
5 minutes later.
Is it a bit difficult?
It's actually
Is it a
kind
bit
of difficult
right
because
now?
for now, they're at square one. They're all zeros. And even when you try to look at their draft, it's still kind of even.
Yeah, and again, if you look at the draft, Execration has a very brawly composition. But look at this right now. Happy Feet has a better control of the map, and they do have better ways of dealing with this as a unit. The Execration, they want to brawl, they want to dive, they want to collapse. So again, man, it's got Happy Feet's still gonna have a hard time in this fight, I think.
Happy Feet does have the stuff, the skills that they need should they try to disengage.
Yeah.
So I guess pick the smart team fights. The ones that are able, I guess, that are to their favor.
Yeah.
Or the ones that they know they can take down at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, because I think right now Happy Feet, they kind of want to do a early team fight before Execration is actually tanky, and I think they're doing just that right now. In the mid lane, although Pringles is forced to back off, again, Execration still very cohesive, very good on the shot call.
That's sad.
That was actually an opportunity there for Happy Feet lost.
No.
Man,
Again,
that's...
Pringles with a good initiate.
You have to just wait for the Pringles to initiate. That's going to be the big difference maker here for this composition. Although, Happy Feet, they're slowly getting invaded here by Execration. This could be an outclass if I've ever seen one. Let's see here. Although,
I think
of course,
both teams are trying to rotate as much as they can.
yeah,
And it's funny because top, bottom, then bottom, top,
Yeah.
and mid just top or bottom. So.
and you know what's funny? They get first blood right there, out of camera, out of sight, out of mind. They still get more gold, and they already have 1K lead, despite only getting 1 kill. Of course, on the top side, Happy Feet wave the dragon back in the tower. Jeff Cutie forever going to be first victim here for Happy Feet.
Well, they were able to even out the kills, even though they didn't get first blood. So that's kind of a good thing. All right.
But Execration do get the turtle, and they get Chimay on the backside of that one. Happy Feet, they're slowly losing control of this jungle. Here comes the backup, though. Yin Yang overturn, followed up by a lot of the Happy Feet members. Not going to be enough damage, though. Their Execration barely able to stay alive because of that one.
Nice ult from Hellcurt and nice Yin Yang overturn from Kagura right there.
Yeah, very smart here for Happy Feet to try to go for the big play again. Lacking damage, just a little bit of damage would have done the trick in that fight.
Do you have any winning teams yet?
I have winning team right now. I think Execration is doing wonderfully right now. Although, of course, Lord going to be taken out very fast, very quick. Happy Feet getting some of that gold back. And look at that. Even though they're even in kills, they are ahead by 1,000. Just goes to show the macro power of Execration here. I have full faith in that. So, again, either one of these teams can take it right now. Again, Happy Feet is doing better than they were in the first game.
It's
But
like they had a level up from after the first game.
a big level up, but then again, Execration, they're doing marvelous macro right now. Getting turrets is their priority.
Yeah. And I love how Execration does prioritize getting the turrets, because when you're able to take down turret, but wait, Pringles
Oh, looks
here,
like
is
Pringles
left
here.
at the middle, no follow up,
Oh
and
my
he
God.
goes down. That's so sad.
Of course, Chimay, Numinous Blast into nothingness. Even though they were under tower, Happy Feet still loses that fight. The gap is just slowly showing itself how far apart these teams are in terms of just pure skill.
Yeah. I guess if Pringles was still there and she does a good follow up, and then Scheider dives in, they could have
that could have been
change
something.
things around.
Absolutely. But then again, Happy Feet still very aggressive in the mid lane. The lead is just 1.6. Although Divine Judgment is going to be used onto Chimay. A lot of damage there by the Grok user. Uses Wild Charge to take out that Lolita. No more defensive options here for Happy Feet except for that show. Again, that's going to be another turtle here. Will they contest it? I don't think so.
I don't think so indeed. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, I like what Execration is doing. They are prioritizing their objectives, the turrets, before they actually go and push, because they'll have the
Oh, look at this.
the advantage.
Dark
Oh,
Knight falls,
1v1.
proc by Zopnu. YB420 uses the ult as well. That deadly poison stinger gonna be just so painful.
I think that was kinda wrong.
Exactly.
Split second choices from Alice.
Yeah, I mean, don't. If Zopnu goes for it, you know he knows what he's doing. He is gonna kill you.
Are you biased, man?
He really should have just jumped, because Zopnu
I
doesn't
think
make
Alice could
decisions
have
like
jumped
that.
forward and not backward.
Yeah, exactly. The safer route is definitely the route that you're really need to take if you're Happy Feet right now, because you want to keep the game stable.
Yeah.
But if you keep getting picked off left and right like that, don't give away kills. Please go. Oh, look at this. Pringles able to get one. They get the Lunox out. Way of the Dragon in a very good spot. Chimay, Numinous Blast into nothingness once more. And Happy Feet gonna be going for the chase this time around, although there are no neutral objectives for them to take. This could signal a push for this composition.
Yep. I think they should try and wait for Chimay's ult, and then they go for a team fight. Chimay should probably work on getting the proper timing and positioning.
Yeah, Because then Chimay may be kind of a bit late in the proc
Late or
charge.
advanced,
Yeah.
Well,
Either-
maybe because Happy Feet is just pressured because again they're down in one game.
Yeah, and they're getting pushed off over and over again every single time. Every time they try to go for a big play, every time they go for a big push, Execration always one step ahead.
But then again, Pringles is performing really good as
Man,
per
Pringles,
game one,
man.
right?
The way of the dragons, look at this. He tried to use it, but he gets divine judgment in the
Shider
face.
was right there. He could have done a follow-up because
Yeah,
the
the follow-up
moment
is
Pringles
slow.
dives in.
Where is the communication here? Again, Yin Yang Overturn was a very open option there.
It was.
Why? Why is this happening again? Happy Feet, very a bit lacking in communication there. Here's Execration though. They go for the chase on the secret. He's trying to split push on the other side. Here comes the rest of the team though. Happy Feet. They could just go for the safe play, try to take out Diane, or they could go for more. Although mid lane does suffer because of that. Again, they're getting played around here by Execration.
Indeed. I don't think Happy Feet should go and try the risky plays. They should try just go defensive and careful.
Look at that. A risky play again. Wave the dragon into Diane. He
no
gets
one
divine
was
judgment.
near him.
No one was following up. Again, that's the question here for Happy Feet. Where is the cohesion in the squad?
Because once Pringles is down, no one to do the initiate, no
Exactly.
one to actually be at the back line and do the support.
That's so sad that actually there's so much engage here for Happy Feet. There's just no follow-up. Where is the follow-up when they need it? That's a big question here. Again, if they don't answer this, they are going to get pushed in the tower soon.
Okay, honestly, I see why Zapnu is one of the crowd favorites
Yeah,
right now.
it's showing right
Yeah.
now.
Last week, we weren't able to see much of his skills and his, I guess, pro player vibes.
Yeah.
But now it's literally right there.
Maybe because it was against Bren. You know,
Good
I mean,
point, good
Bren
point.
just has so much control. Again, look at this. Shider gets pulled back in before he can do anything. It's going to be a killing spree. Oh my god, this Lunox is starting to get away with the match.
Yes, and it's just barely 10 minutes in.
Wow, and
It's going to be a fast game.
It's going to be a fast game, absolutely. All sides getting pushed here by Execration. Top lane going to Zapnu, bottom lane going to Diane. 3 members in the mid. They're going for the chase right now. Happy Feet, they're struggling to make a decision. Where do we defend right now?
They should probably defend in the mid lane.
And Zapnu here doing a phenomenal job as well, doing solo.
Ult onto nothingness
Numenor
again.
Blast again, just into nothing. No flicker to forward the Numenor Blast. Because of that, again, the Lord gonna be knocking on the bottom lane this time. That shield not gonna be enough. He gets pulled back. Because of that, he gets taken down by Pakbet. No one left to defend against that Lunox, and they get dove in. Everyone collapsing on the bottom lane. Happy Feet, 3 members remaining. Lord going for the tower. Secret. He is trying to go for the back end, but I don't think he's going to get anything done. That Fauma is going to be killing him. Double kill here for the Lunox instead. Zapnu going for the tower. It looks like they are going to go for the throne.
This is game because Lunox is unstoppable. It's kind of hard to shut her down at this point in the game.
Yep.
First wipeout, it's a game to Execration.
And at exactly 10 minutes into this game 2, Execration, they win out with a 2-0 against Happy Feet.
My prediction was wrong. I honestly thought it's going to be a 2-1. But I guess Execration performed really well.
Yeah.
They know how to counter Happy Feet. They know what picks to draft.
And Execration is very happy because of that.
Of course.
Of course. Draft was, again, why? I don't know. They gave away Lunox. That's my answer. Why they lost the draft, they gave away this Lunox. MVP for Execration going to be Diane there.
Ooh.
And, of course, no problems there whatsoever. It's a 208 Grok. I mean, that's just power if I've ever saw
0.2
one.
difference from Lunox.
Yeah, 0.2. Just from the Lunox, the damage.
I don't know what to feel about that.
was just... Again, this is also why Mr. Manjin on the Filipino stream says,
Hi, Manjin,
Grok
by the way.
does win games.
Yeah,
Grok
it's true.
wins games. And Execration, they did show that is true. But of course, not just the Grok though. That Lunox played a very phenomenal, very big role in that win, game 2 win for Execration. Let's look at the replays
highlights.
here.
Look at that smooth kill by Grok.
By the Grok again and again. He's 2-0-8. He didn't die even though he was the main front line here for Execration. That's very impressive there of itself. With this, Pringles, great tries on the way of the dragon. There's just no one left to follow up. Who was going to follow up? Was it going to be a tank? It was Chimay on a very well,
Oh,
just
now I understand why Calgary wasn't able to do a follow-up. Lars or Dian actually zoned her out,
Yeah.
which is smart.
again, teamwork is very strong here for Execration. No questions
Communication
at
as
all.
well.
They were under tower though, so again, that was actually very questionable. Happy Feet just struggled against the control here for Execration. And at the end of it, when everyone was in the proper position, Lord was wailing on tower. It was actually quite easy for Execration to collapse. And again, that's the power of this composition. Collapse, collapse, collapse. And
Game 1, Game 2, man. Smooth draft, smooth execution, smooth win for Execution.
yeah. So far, again, Execration looking very good. I'm pretty sure they're happy. That Zapdu fans are rejoicing
Of
in their
course.
seats as we speak. So again, MVP of that game, undoubtedly, Dian on the Grok, 2-0-8, and the net worth of 6,000. It's actually not high, but look at the damage received. It's double,
Yeah.
which is very disgusting if
It
you
is.
consider the game finished at 10 minutes. So
Grok was able to be the Grok that we all want in
Yes.
our team, right?
the Grok that you want to front line, the Grok that you want who doesn't take kills, take
Yes.
kills from your carry.
Exactly.
And it enabled the Lunox to just shine, and I think it enabled Zapnu to play safer as well, because Grok took all of the attention every time they went for team fights.
Yes. So, again, smooth gameplay. I have no bad comments on Execration right here.
Yeah, that was smooth, and I can't wait to see Execution again next week. But for now, again, that is going to be game 1 for today. You are watching the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. We are in week 2 right now, and of course, we are your casters. I'm Rockhart.
And I am Yuko.
Stay tuned. We're going to give you the next game very, very soon. It's going to be Main versus Bren Esports. You're going to want to see that one, guys.
Of
Stay
course, stay tuned.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting for so long.
Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one skill.
Why not to be?
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
sounds familiar. Fix those arms. Love rushing at lightning speed. Love rushing at lightning speed.
Monster kill. Launch attack. Legendary. Legendary. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius. Hey, this is my special gift just for you. Fighting Timmy!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
this magical portal would be forced to join a game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls be able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been raising for too long.
Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one kill.
To the youth. Or not to be.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Autobots? Sounds familiar. Fix those hard I love rushing at lightning speed.
And with that, we are back. This is, of course, the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. Of course, hashtag Be Legendary and hashtag MPL Season 2. We are your casters for the day. I'm Rockhart.
And I am Yuko.
It's going to be the second match of this day. We are in week 2 right now, day 2. And so far, we have been seeing Execration stomping the grounds here. And let's load up into the draft right now. Of course, it's Bren Esports versus Ader Main this time around.
Okay, for Bren Esports, we have 666. I'm just gonna call him 666. Coco, Pain, Rebo or Ribo, Yelly Hayes, of course. I saw a lot of his fans in the live stream a handful of days ago. And of course, Yuji.
Yep, they are going to be the 6-man roster of Bren Esports Season 1 champions once again and winning a very decisive match last week as well. So on the other side, though, we have, of course, Ader Main, which is going to be, of course, they were Ader Main, rather, right? They were Ader Main, but this is, of course, going to be mostly from people from Ader Valkyrie. They're now Ader Main, and, of course, that is Shangu, Crypt, EJ, Kenji, and LeBron.
Well, I think the most mentioned player in the live stream last week was LeBron.
Absolutely. So many basketball reference. I could not get out of that
I
one.
did not get it. So,
I had that on my mind for a week.
so all right. Predictions, please. Do you think this is going to be a 2-0, a 2-1?
This actually feels like it might be a 2-0 for Bren Esports still. I mean, Ader Main, they are quite good in the fights, as you saw last week.
Yes.
They were actually pretty consistent with a 2-1 actually.
Yeah.
But again, this is Bren Esports. We're talking about Season 1 champions. And so many veterans on this composition that you kind of wonder, good luck to. Is Ader Main actually going to make a dent?
Yeah, could they do this?
Your
Could they go
team
up
is
against?
banning.
But let's not forget, Ader Main, still, when it comes to aggression, they're pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, they do have similar play styles. They have a similar coaching staff before. I'm not sure now that they have been acquired by Brent, though, so that might be the difference maker here. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Of course, Leomord, rather. Sorry, I've been seeing a lot of Leomord today. Claude gonna be the first one here for Ader Main, and Bren gonna be popping that up on the Alice and Gushin. No surprises at all, of course.
We won't see any Gushin for today, I guess.
I don't think so as well. Of course, we're gonna have to wait and see, because actually this last ban is gonna be a bit crucial. If you ban out Lunox, you leave so much open for Bren Esports here.
Yep. You know what? I think the 4 ban system isn't
It's
helping.
just not enough anymore, right?
But if they do increase the number of bans, the possibilities of picking champions heroes.
Yeah, because
it will be limited too much.
just way too
And they're
much,
banned
right?
out.
Your team
Ooh,
is picking.
this opens up Grok and Aldous to be picked here by Bren, which will be the one to be picked first.
And
they
the
get
Leomord.
the Leomord! Wow, how did I think that in my head? Somehow, Bren, I'm not surprised. They're very much in the forefront when it comes to revolutionizing
Your
the
team
composition,
is
revolutionizing the meta, as we know. And getting the Leomord is actually very forward-thinking, very futuristic of these.
I think it's just a fight between who gets to pick Leomord first, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is scary. Once that starts becoming a trend, you're going to see Leomord on the ban list.
Yeah,
a lot.
100% ban.
100%. So the pickings on Leomord is actually pretty big here for Brent. They might be practicing something new. We're going to have to wait and see that. Of course, Alda's still open in the lineup. They are going to forego it. They are going to give up Ader Main. Ader Main's going to give that out. Wow. That is...
Wow.
Your team is
I
picking.
don't know. I don't know if that's a
I
great
have
idea.
this weird feeling that Bren might lock in Aldous.
They probably will. Either Aldous or have the Angela here for...
Hey, remember that Angela plus
Yeah.
Leomord? That's scary. Like,
Yeah.
Angela is technically the one that initiates fights because once she ults to Leomord, Leomord charge in, Phantom Steed, and poof.
Automatic.
Ace. and, like, 4
Automatic
people goes down.
destruction.
Yeah.
Exactly. So again, ooh, Bren Esports though. What? This is so weird. Double beige this time. What is happening right now?
Your
Two
team
things.
is
Either they're gonna pull that off or this game is testing the waters type of game.
Yeah, testing the waters is...
But hey, let's not judge. Maybe they have their own plan.
It's a bit uncharacteristic though, I guess, to say the least here for Bren Esports. On the other side, that does leave a lot of the OP picks still open. There you go, the Grok, which is usually prioritized, but somewhat now it's on the third pick rotation here.
Well, most probably because Grok's Guardian's Barrier is really useful.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Guardian's Barrier can do a lot, especially if you're facing against a Leomord. Although Leomord does have the ability to jump over those.
Yeah.
Once he has,
I'm not
Barbie
sure
out.
what's up, but you know.
It is a bit weird. Again, that's going to be mostly used for maybe the Kagura, maybe someone who is going to be the main carry here for Brent Esports.
Not for Harley and not
Not
for Leomord.
Absolutely not for either one of those. I mean, even Kagura can fly out with the umbrella, so it's a bit weird here.
Hylos or Gatot, maybe.
Yeah, they're fusing into one right now because of what
sure.
Rebo's doing there. Again, Rebo gonna be locking that in right there in pain. Most likely gonna be controlling this, but of course we know he's not gonna be using that. On the other side, man, LeBron is gonna be a hard press for this last pick. It's gonna be a bit more difficult here for Adermain to come up with a counter to Vest one. A very solid front line here for Bren and some strong backline mages as well.
Of course. Actually, the damage will probably come from the top 3 here.
Exactly.
And then these two are just gonna be
gonna-
at the back line, trying to protect their team as much as they can. Which
Yeah.
I honestly think they can.
You kind of
Because
expect
they're effective tanks, right?
exactly. There's a lot of pulling in, a lot of chasing that's gonna happen here for Brent Esports. Of course, glorious pathway is always fun to
Yes,
see.
of course.
When that red carpet goes down on the floor, you know stuff is gonna happen. Again, very excited to see how Brent Esports is gonna pull this off. On the other side, it's a pretty meta composition here with the Grok Akai and of course Helkert for the split push, Selena for the burst this time around.
And I like how they actually threw in Selena as the last pick because, well, everyone knows this.
Yeah.
Selena's powerful at the early game. Her stun that lasts more than Millennials' relationship lately.
Yes.
And just basically that's it. They just have to utilize that. I think they're probably gonna target Leomord or Kagura or well, I mean
Most
more
likely,
onto Harley.
Yeah. You would try to pressure Harley
Yeah.
early on, especially if he doesn't have level 4 yet. You could probably try to push him back, stop him from getting Deadly Magic soon,
Yeah.
because if Deadly Magic goes into targets, usually targets disappear. So I want to make a fast predict though. I kind of think Brent Esports still gonna run away with this one. I mean, they got the priority
Yeah.
on the Leomord again.
Yes.
Leomord undiscovered pickings here in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang meta, if I may say so myself. And again, it's kind of solid that the draft that Adermain drafted here, but I just don't know. Right now though, we're gonna be loading up into game 1, Brent Esports versus Adermain. Should be
Match
fun to
2,
watch.
Game 1, and yes, it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely, right now. Of course, a lot of pressure early on by Brand Esports. Not surprised at all. Hayes going to be using up... Hayes is a very strong tank user. Any tank you throw to Hayes, Yelly Hayes right there, he's going to match it. And you kind of already expect that from him.
Of course. I'm actually kind of curious whether either main will be able to match the kind of aggression and the damage Brent Esports dishes out.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you want to see again. For both of these teams, you want to have the Changdu strong on the Helkert.
Yes.
You want Helkert to ramp up fast. You want Selena to make the assassination plays. And you just have EJ on the Grok. I think he's been only using Groks since last week, so they might be a
Consistency.
change. Ooh, LeBron gets a kill though. Of course, the early game power by Selena being utilized completely there by Adermain. It kind of forces Brent to go for the response. Although, of course, Adermain gonna be just holding on to that crab.
Yep, they're just gonna chill and they're just gonna remain chill and just remember, hey, we got first blood. This is a good start. We're gonna try to ramp up from here. We're gonna try to snowball.
And of course, Snowball is gonna be the name of the game here again for Adermain. They don't want to fight right away, but they are doing so. And of course, because of that, EJ will fall to the power of Brent Esports early on. Again, it's not an early game composition. You have a Selena for the early burst, but other than that,
nada.
exactly.
You guys are probably forced to be to go as a team or have at least 3 or 4 members there.
Yeah.
to be able to at least be on par with Selena.
That's the question here. Again, Selena is a very powerful pick here. You kind of have Abyssal Trap to slow
course.
people down. Of course, before that, though, Deadly Magic onto Crypt. He will be shielding up, and that will be enough to sustain Aether Main, though. Get another kill off the map. Yelly Haze just trying to get something back, although he will be blocked here by EJ. That's going to be a threat. Rebo got taken out in that one.
Nice move by Yuji right there. But Crypt was actually able to survive.
Yeah. Of course, as I was saying, again, Abyssal Trap and Abyssal Arrow going to be the big targets here. Going to be utilized completely by Selena. And that's their early game. That's the early game plan here for either main. Of course, Bren is still, they need to ramp up the Leomord. They need to ramp up this, what do you call this guy? Harley.
Harley,
And it will take time, right? I mean, right now, that's the point of weakness. That's why Bren Esports is actually behind by 600 right now, despite, being known as an early game team.
I kind of realized once it's the mid or late game, the moment Selena's damage and skills fall off, who will be the main damage dealer? I mean, I don't think Hellcurt should be in team fights as often.
Yeah.
But then again, these are two tanks, so maybe they're gonna rely more on Kenji.
Yeah, that might be the case there. But of course, Bren not going to be falling for anything. Coco pops it up on the ultimate. Going to be tanking up tower hits here. The attempt by Aether Main is slowly getting crumbled as EJ will be falling target to the Leomord.
Smooth team fight from Bren Esports right there.
Yep, Phantom Steed has been very useful in making sure that Leomord gets his mark, Phantom Stop, and the Decimation Assault.
Yeah, and he did stay back for a bit to get turret hits, just
Combo.
so his team will be able to push.
Combo is just beautiful here for Bren. Let's see if they can make more of that as the goal does start slowly ticking into their favor, controlling the rest of the map as we speak.
And I actually love how Bren Esports is putting so much pressure right now.
Yeah, right now, Bren Esports get the pressure up onto Crypt even. Two tanks here for Aether Main in the sides with Hellcurt on the back end. That's actually a bit difficult to pull off, knowing that the rest of Bren is actually quite healthy. Abyssal Arrow going to be missing its mark, and of course Yuji is very used to playing
Nice
against
prediction by Yuji right there.
Yeah. If you play a Harley, you'll kind of already expect Selena. Right now, though, Pain in the middle of the fight. Glorious pathway down. EJ and Crypt going to be forced back as Bren make their mark in the mid lane.
Rebo just throwing a handful of skills, just enough to zone them out.
Yeah, that's actually very impressive there for this composition. Able to maintain mid, while, of course, keeping Leomord relatively safe. In the late game, it is going to go out good for Bren, but right now, Aether Main going to try to capitalize, forces Flicker out of Coco.
Who would, I guess that works to their advantage because Aether Main on the bot lane can push as much as they can now.
Yeah, they absolutely can. Of course, right now, it will be a question of who can dish out more damage here for Aether Main. Here's the Phantom Seed once more, chase up onto Crypt. Crypt uses Hurricane Dance to get out. Of course, he's going to be pulled back there by Divine Judgment. But it will be the kill for Coco. They're not done. Going for it.
Kenji's the next target here. He's being chased down, and he does go down.
That's right, Bren Esports very, very confident with this composition here. You kind of already expect that with the tankiness that they have. Right, but I didn't expect it to be this fast, though.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah. Right now, diving onto mid lane is going to be the rest of these minions. And Bren, again, keeping their turrets safe. They're not giving anything over to Aether Main. In Aether Main, they're slowly losing control of the map as we speak.
Slowly, but I think they're still able to take control because, again, it's just early and they only have one turret down.
Exactly. Again, the gold is not that big. Gold difference is just about 3,000. Turtle going to be open targets here for Bren.
Ooh.
They could go for something big here.
They could try and contest this, but other members at the mid are actually baiting them out.
Exactly. Bren fighting
Smart.
out. In the mid lane, they get a kill. Glorious Pathway going to be popped just to make sure that everyone else from Aether Main is slowed as they close out on the turtle. They secure it, but of course, giving out Yuji on the back end. Bren going to be forced into very, very difficult fights. And of course, that will be falling members left and right. Yuji, Hazen, now Pain going to be falling to the power of Aether Main.
Alright, even though that's a win to Aether Main, Leomord was actually the top lane and he was able to secure the first 2 rows of turrets.
Exactly, because of that, more gold here for Bren. Of course, Bren will not give away this tower without damaging your composition first. Everyone taking very, very low, 20%, 30%, a lot more. coming over to Bren Esports. That gold lead, though, still in the pretty much 3K deficit.
Yeah, they're answering each other's objectives and kills right now, which is actually really fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's like what do you call this? This is like tennis, right?
I know.
It's like tennis. Your serve, my serve. Of course, Bren still pretty much ahead of the curve. Right now, they're trying to gain control. They gave up mid lane tower, but of course, I don't think they can give up anything else aside from that. Of course, Coco does need a lot more gold to become that very scary juggernaut of a monster that we know Leomord can be.
Yes, he has a handful of minutes to go. So I think Bren Esports should probably just let him do his thing. Not, don't let him participate as in many team fights for now.
Yeah, because again, Ader main, you can probably give out outer turrets, but you cannot give out the inner turrets in exchange for gold. Because again, just keep Coco in a good position, you should be fine, but you also don't want to give gold to the enemy carries like that Selena, like that Helkert. So right now, Ader main, they want to do that just as we speak.
Yeah, well, Leomord pushed in the bot lane earlier, and now they are pushing at the bot lane.
Yeah,
so I love how both of these teams are answering each other.
As you said, very similar mindsets. They do work in the same way. Of course, it's not going to be a difference maker here. Crypt with the Hurricane Dance, locks in Pain against the wall. Chango with the follow-up of the Deadly Poison Stingers. Here comes Coco. He's forced to flicker out as he's taken very, very low. Where's the rest of Brendo? He is there. Yin Yang overturn. Going to be popped by a Rebo. Damages a majority of EJ's health. Of course, that will be a kill over the Brent.
Alright, one kill, but a lot of resources were used right there. So I think everyone is just gonna chill after this.
Yeah, and because of that, again, Bren in such a phenomenal spot. As we speak, Ader main, they're still also just trying to catch up.
And
so far,
did you see how Brent Esports was able to evade Selena's stun earlier?
yeah, that was a lot of evades, but not for
But
long.
not now.
Here we go. LeBron goes for it. Arcane Missile did hit Yuji, but just going to be using the Space Journey to get out. Of course, Hayes is there to provide just enough safety for the rest of the members to just not follow up.
Yeah, he was probably gonna respond to Harley, but since Harley was able to get away and other two members from either main went back, he stayed there. He just went chill.
And of course, just because of that, Bren going to be very safe. They still maintain that lead, 3.5k right now. And they're controlling the Lord area. Just make sure they can go for it if in case Ader main goes a full offensive on top.
Which lanes do you think either main should pressure?
Ader main should definitely pressure up that top lane. It's the easiest target to get a global objective. Of course, LeBron gonna be the victim here. Bren is in for the kill, and 4 members dedicated to kill out that Selena. That's a lot of front end damage removed from Ader main because of that.
Leomord slowly going online now, able to get the double kill, and now they're just gonna take this tower.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good feeling there for Bren. Of course, Ader main gonna be answering with the push on the bottom as well. Crit gonna be using the Hurricane Dance to just force off everyone. But, of course, Phantom Steed gonna be enabled them to go for a very easy kill. Of course, EJ gonna be there to defend the turret. Mid lane will be the consolation prize for Ader main. Here's the sub, though. Kenji on that very, very scary Cho. Able to force out the rest of Bren Esports.
Alright, that was a smooth plan by Bren Esports. And I think Changu did try to take down the mid lane turret, but got spotted, so he slowly went away. So
Yeah, right now.
it was kind of sad, but at least they kind of made it work.
Yeah, I love the answer there. Again, the attempt at least to answer by Ader main.
Yep.
They would have lost that tower. It's a good thing the tanks were able to back off
Yeah,
on
Payne
just in
started,
the time.
okay, I'm going to the mid, I'm gonna protect
Yeah.
this.
You can just imagine the calls here for Ader main. It's just like, okay, we have to be very careful. We should be very aggressive, but we cannot give out turrets just like that.
This is kind of a high risk, high reward type of game.
Yeah.
But again, it's a high risk. So if you
make a mistake,
if you made a mistake, you're off, you're down, you're
Yeah.
gone.
so you have to be very careful. Again, as you can see, Ader main choosing their targets very, very, very carefully. That's like, the hesitation is real. You can feel the hesitation here for Ader main.
They're probably eyeing either Coco, Yuji, or Rebo.
Yeah, because again, those are the main damage
Main
dealers
damage
here
dealers,
for this competition of Bren. Again, harder to get Coco this time around because again, he has the items that he needs. It should be very, very scary for it.
And
Of
while
course,
most of them are at the jungle, Joe left at the top. He's pushing.
Yeah, that might be the call here for Bren Esports. Cho is at the top. We can go for the kill. They get LeBron. And of course, where is the rest of the team? That's the question. Top lane turret going to be sacrificed there for Bren Esports as they go for the Lord.
Leomord does a response though, and he's probably gonna go 1v1 against Cho.
Yeah, I think so too. Right now, though, Aether Main not going to get this Lord out for free. Lord taking the half. Where's the rest of the response here? Cho on the back end. Grok as well. Of course, Pain is in the front, going up, leading the charge as Phantom Steed is called here for Coco. He flickers into that very, very scary Cho. And of course, he gets pulled in. Divine Judgment on the Kenji. He's going to be absorbing the deadly magic. I think that's going to be a dead Cho there.
Bye.
Of course, it's going to be a follow-up here for Bren. Glorious Pathway. Chango in the back. Deadly Poison Series not going to make their mark. Here comes the rest of it, though. It's going to be a great push here. Here's Selena. LeBron is now alive. Ring of Order does a lot of damage. And, of course, that Yin-Yang overturn going to be enough to clear out the rest of the Aether Main squad in the mid lane. Bren Esports, they get away with a lot of kills under their belt.
That is really good. Actually, they were under Aether Main's turret, but they made it work.
Yeah, they were still able to succeed. They were able to win out. Just like that.
That's a 4 for none straight. Look at this.
Yeah, they balanced the turret aggro so efficiently. Man, good job for Bren. That Lord is very, very well deserved.
Yeah, that's your trophy.
That's your trophy for not dying, despite diving turrets and getting killed. Again, like I said, Bren Esports, they have this aura about them that they just exude confidence in the calls and plays.
Of course. Well, Aether Main's mid lane turret is just 4 or 5 hits away, so that technically doesn't count. So they're kind of even right now. The last line of defense.
Yeah, and right now, Bren, the gold is very, very far from even, though, of course, 8,000 here for Bren Esports. They're getting all of the small minions, all of the creeps, all the waves onto their pockets. That makes a big difference, and in the coming team fight, it will be Judgment Day here for Aether Main. 10,000 gold lead going for the tower. This could be big.
Alright, if Bren Esports will be able to pull another team fight like what happened earlier, I'm calling it. They're gonna push to the base and get it.
Absolutely. Again, Bren Esports knocking on the front door here for Aether Main. Lord will be on top. And this will be a very, very dead turret. Guardian's Barrier not going to be enough to stop that. It times out just as the Lord arrives. No targets here for Arcane Missile, and that will be a dead turret. No answer for Aether Main so far. This is going to be all or nothing here for Aether Main. They go for the fight into Coco. He gets taken out. Of course, the Lord is wailing on the front, well on the back end. They're taking care of business. Ryuji and Rebo demolish the opposition, and that will be a very difficult tower to defend right now. 4 members remaining for Bren. Coco did fall because of that. And looks like Kenji going to be here to go for the Way of the Dragon, not making their mark, although it will be too late. Pain does get it, and Kenji is trying to dash in and out. He goes for Yuji. Yuji is under stasis right now. It's going to be a mega kill for that very scary Kagura. And again, Rebo very powerful on this one. It's going to be EJ, the last remaining member here, to go for defense. He takes out Rebo. And man, it is just so good here for Bren Esports.
And that's a free kill for them right there.
Yeah, and I think that should be it. That wipeout going to signal the end for this game. Bren Esports run away with a win, 1-0 against Aether Main.
I honestly think that was a close game because if their death timers were 5 seconds lower, I think they were able to respawn. And as you can see, the last 2 members of Bren Esports right there, they were at 10-15% of their health left. They could have died.
They really could have. Like, again, that if you lose out one clash, it actually is going to be the difference maker in this 5v5. Right now, although, of course, Bren did control a majority of that game, I kind of wonder, could actually Aether Main could have won this game outright just because of one big fight?
I think they could have. Imagine if they had a wipe out and they pushed to the mid. 30-40 seconds of death timers, and once they meet Bren in their base, another clash, if they win that, or at least have 2 or 3 people down, they could have gotten the base.
Yeah, again, that's usually the difference maker for these compositions.
Those
like
decisive team fights.
Yeah, the decisive team fights, the all-in threat. Especially if you are Aether Main. You have the Selena, you have the pick-off power. you could probably use that over and over again. But then again, who was absorbing all of the arcane missiles? Who was absorbing all of the stuns? It was usually Pain, the big voice, the big shot caller here for Bren Esports, who usually comes out on top and is usually not. He doesn't die at all. He really doesn't die when
Nope.
whenever he goes. Whenever he has a very high KDA because of just how safe he plays, and while he's making the calls, he's usually the one who goes up front. So again, that's the power of Bren right there. I mean, power of Bren is just teamwork, a lot better communications in my opinion, and they're more decisive in making the call.
And I guess their plans are diverse as well. Like, if plan A doesn't work, we have B. If B doesn't work, we have C. And the list just goes on.
Yeah. Despite, I mean, gentleman's agreement there to not pick Aldous for both of these teams.
Yep.
I was actually pretty curious about that. But of course, the plans did work out for Bren. I don't know if that's going to be changing anytime soon here for Ader Main. But of course, let's have a look at the highlights.
Alright, here you go. First highlight is, well, Bren here at the bot lane, charging in, and smooth kill from Leomord right there.
Yeah, it was actually quite beautiful for watching.
I actually like this, man.
Yeah, watching Bren collapse early on. Early tower dives. Look at Pain. He's just standing and absorbing the damage while the rest of his team does the work. I mean, that's just very clear-cut gameplay there. Again, he absorbs a majority of the damage, but he still usually comes out on top, able to just survive.
He's still able to help his team after he pops his ultimate.
Yeah, but then again, Ader Main, they had highlight moments of their own. Like watching that one, they did go for the Lord attempt or the turtle attempts, and they don't give anything away for free. So that's something you have to highlight here for Ader Main. Of course, Bren, they are very confident in tower dives. They usually stand under towers. They don't care. The power of this Bren comp is, again, kind of centered as well onto the Kaja. Stopping the Cho, stopping the Akai is actually a big difference maker here in stopping the plan of Ader Main. I think Bren Esports did just that.
Yes.
A big majority of that was actually just making sure that UG can work well and that Rebo can do their job.
UG slightly at the back line, just dealing enough damage in the burst and making sure that no one is actually letting him zone out.
Yeah, again, because of small plays, small wins of Bren Esports, not losing teammates, not losing any members, they were able to pull off stunts like this, which they're inside the base. They're very low on HP, but they're able to still manage to kill. Of course, Rebo gets wiped out at the back of that, but he's the only remaining member. I think Bren were very happy to use Rebo as a bait, just so they can get EJ and they can go for the front push. Of course, gonna be the MVP for that is that Yelly Hayes on the Kaja, as I said, very, very instrumental.
Look at that damage received.
Damage received is off the charts there for a very fast game, 46,000. He was the one doing all the the pullbacks, and the damage from the Ring of Order as well as Divine Judgment is no joke as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, smooth gameplay from Bren, but let's see what Ader Main has in store for us, because I really believe that they were slightly on par with each other in game.
Yeah,
it just so happens that death timers were not in Ader Main's favor.
Yeah, they kind of did. They kind of were, especially because since you did mention like towers usually would be mirrored. The destroyed towers from Bren on the bottom side was also mirrored by Ader Main on their bottom side where they pushed up, and at the end of it, nearing the end of it, rather. They had similar tower destructions as well, where only the base turrets were remaining. It's just that Bren was actually a bit better on the team fights. They usually got a lot of gold because of the wins that they have in the team fights, and actually that was instrumental in making sure that they secured the win. But I think you are right. They do play in a certain way that you kind of, they're pretty similar, and maybe that's because of, again, their roots. They did come from the same organization from before. They were both Ader. Of course, it will be the bit difference maker here is this game 2 for the day, for this match 2.
Will this be the rise of Ader Main, or will this be another win for Bren Esports? Again, you said 2-0 in favor of Bren, right?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Bren Esports. Still pretty much gonna be banning out that Claude. No questions at all.
I
because of
have this feeling that we will not see any Claude today.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. So don't worry again, Adermain, they're actually pretty happy in making sure that they open up slots. I mean, the Alice is just very scary to leave open, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure they won't ban out Aldous as well. I'm kind of hoping that they go for a similar composition. And that's just a giveaway ban right there. I don't know why you would ban that out, but most likely just to open up slots from the OP heroes like Grok, like Aldous, like Lunox. That forces Bren to ban out
Gushen.
Lunox. Either ban Lunox or Gushen, right? And Bren is going to be forced to make that decision here. And on the other side, Adermain, they will be happy to make a first pick onto Aldous, onto Leomord, onto, like you said, Gushen, most likely. So, big question here is, they open up slots. Everyone is ripe for the
Okay,
picking
so
here.
they basically just wanted the ban phase over. They
Yep.
want to go straight to the picks, the draft, and show each other what they've got.
This is going to be very scary here for either one. A lot of OP heroes is actually open right now, so it's going to be a very crunchy draft here. First decision here
I
for
can
Adermain.
understand why they banned Hayabusa, but Freya, why?
No, those are just like
For the sake of it.
for the sake of having a ban out. It's like basically an empty ban, right? Because you want to leave as much of the OP heroes out in the field
Your
as
team is
possible
picking.
for them to pick out.
Yeah.
But what
They
will
got
be the,
Lunox though.
what will be the picks here? Yeah, Lunox was.
We're probably gonna see a Gushen.
We probably might. I mean, Adermain very happy to just secure that. Leomord still in the pickings here for Brand Esports. Gushen, there we go. Gushen and Coco will be locking in
Do you
Leomord
feel
as we
that
expected.
damage?
As
Like,
we
the moment they locked in, did you feel the damage?
Man, this is going to be very scary here for Adermain. This Lunox is a great pick, but it's not
But,
a
you know,
Gushen pick.
These two were, they're at a different level.
Yeah, they are in a very different level indeed. Of course, pickings and draft-wise, they kind of evened out maybe.
Yes,
But the first two picks of Bren are just so powerful.
of course.
Of course, Grok going to be secured here by Adermain. You know EJ is going to be happy to take that anytime it's available.
Consistency is key.
Yeah, as Manjin said, EJ will win games. Just kidding.
Your
Of course,
team
Grok
is
will win
picking.
games, especially in the hands of a very capable EJ.
We all know how capable EJ is anyway. I mean, we've seen him game 1. We've seen him last week, so not surprised.
Exactly. Of course, we still have this pickings here for Bren. They will be hovering over the Akai. Not a bad choice at all. For your front line, you want to have someone a bit more tankier. You want that Akai to be there. You want that Kaja. Why?
Kaja.
Why is Kaja consistently being allowed to be given to Bren Esports? You had two chances here on the left to make a pick. Go
Your
for the Croc,
team is
Kaja.
picking.
And that's going to leave almost no tanks available for Bren. That could have been a possibility here for either Adermain. But I don't know. Maybe they're just not that happy with the Kaja.
Maybe. Or it's just not to their taste.
Yeah, that's right. So, big
They,
question
they
here.
prefer the Lunox, so
They do. So, let's see. We'll have to wait and see. They do have the Lunox. They just have to keep it alive. And probably that's going to be the win condition here for Adermain.
are we gonna
Of
see
course.
another Selena? I won't mind to see another Selena.
I won't mind another Selena at all. But, of course, it will
That's
be...
not slightly better, but
Yeah, it is.
what you gonna do in the early game?
Yeah, I mean, LeBron is very happy to take that as well. He's
Your
like
team
a
is
very highly
picking.
ranked Lancelot user in the global rankings.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't be surprised if they come out with this win instead. But again, Bren Esports, they're still hovering over a very weird pick. Of course, obviously not gonna get locked in.
Hey, they were just probably messing with it.
Yeah, Hellcurt gonna be the last pick here for Bren Esports. So two of my favorite heroes gonna be in one team. I'm gonna have to go for Bren. Actually, three of them.
Top-notch analysis
If you
right
include
there.
Akai, there's 3 heroes I use. I'm gonna be going for Bren Esports. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Of course, I think Adermain has a very solid comp. It's actually meta.
Very meta.
Very, very meta. They have the Grok, they have the Lunox. A lot of people would call that a win in the draft department, but I kind of have a lot of more faith in the Kaja pick, as well as this Gushen, who is very scary.
Two very powerful heroes and two very tanky tanks, and they have a Hellcurt to top it off. Hellcurt could probably go team fights, but I think they just picked Hellcurt to be the split pusher. Like, hey, we got this, the four of us. So just, I don't know, go to the top or bot lane or mid lane while
Yeah.
we do our thing.
I think that will be the case. Of course, that's the usual case for healthcare
Yeah.
users, right?
You would know.
I would know. Right. So again, this is gonna be game 2, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. It's a regular season. We're in week 2 right now, and of course, if you like what you're seeing, share the stream. Hashtag be legendary.
Is the
Hashtag
battlefield.
MPLS2 as we load up into Land of Dawn once more. And if you, I want to see your predictions there on the chat. Do you want a Bren win here, or do you want an AE win? So I want to see those. Predictions.
BE or AE.
BE or AE win is going to be the question here. Of course, I think your prediction is pretty clean cut as well. You're kind of Bren.
Yeah, I'm
you
kind of
lean
leaning
towards
more
Bren,
onto
right?
Bren now.
Yeah, because there's just so much power here for Bren Esports. Of course, Aether Main not gonna be a slouch in this game as well.
They're
They
not
did-
gonna let this game 2 up without a
Yeah.
really nice fight.
This is actually a very good composition to harass this Leomord with. Coco gonna be soloing it up against Crypt, against Changu. A lot of front end damage, and of course the range on the skills for that is gonna be very powerful. Of course, Yuji also taken very low. So early pressure is the name of the game here for Aether Main.
If they are able to keep that up, then I think they can hold at least 50-60% of the game.
Yeah,
They can win. They can.
I
But
think so.
again, they have so much stuff to deal with, like Bren's rotations, Bren's damage, Bren's ability to be able to counter their own
Yeah.
picks, their own draft.
Of course, Bren is usually a lot. They're great in drafts, right? They kind of win a lot, even though they seem like they lose, especially with this Lunox pick. You kind of know they're very happy with the giveaways that they did. Of course, it's gonna be a 2v2 here on the sides. We have a EJ. Will anyone actually make a peep? That's a big question here. They're just waiting out each other. Thomas is there for the response if ever, so it might be worse for Bren Esports. Of course, it's gonna be a follow-up by LeBron. He gets petrified. He jumps out. And of course, the rest of Bren is going to be forced to back off. There's 3 members of Aether Main going for the chase. That Famous on Kenji.
They
Strong
really
here.
want that turn.
Yeah. Of course, Chasm Leap is a very useful tool here. He's going to be using it to dash out the damage there. And I think so far, Aether Main, they just want to... They have their own carries to beef up here.
They do. They do.
So again, Aether Main still going to be holding up steady here in the mid lane with that composition. Again, they want to use the Lancelot to level 4, and it really already is level 5, so they should be very happy to go for assassinations if they are given the chance. But so far, Bren Esports not going to be giving them.
Yeah, they're kind of
Any
boxing them out.
opportunities.
So, but if LeBron is able to roam around, that's a huge advantage for Aether Main.
Yeah, it will be, absolutely. Of course, they're not done. They're going to pop Kenji, and the rest of Bren Esports going to be forced to back off.
All right. Again, in favor of Aether Main. Okay, slowly but surely, Aether Main is answering, and I think they kind of get a hang of how to deal with Bren Esports. When it comes to team fights, they know where to position, who to target first.
Yeah, that game 1 actually was a lot better, especially now that Kenji is on a very strong follow-up hero like this Famous. Once everyone is actually taken very low, once everyone from Bren Esports already used their ultimate, it was actually easy for this Famous to get a cleanup.
So I guess one of the things Aether Main could do is try to at least force out the ultimates from Bren. From there, go all in.
Yeah,
Like literally all in.
but all in is going to be here for Bren Esports though. They get another one. They get Lancelot actually gets the kill on that one. Of course, that's going to be a 1-for-1 for Bren Esports. Everyone else trying to follow up, but of course not going to be happening in the mid lane. That Lunox pick. Man, Changu got assassinated by Coco right there. And of course, he still has the steed. And wow, Yelly Haze actually canceled the second part of Way of the Dragon there. Very smart here for Bren Esports. Of course, they're not done. They still go for the kill. And it's going to be a mid lane brawl here for Aether Main and Bren Esports. They're just getting all the advantages right now.
Will they be able to defend this
I don't
barely
think so.
alive mid lane turn?
It's going to be going down soon. Guardian Barrier not going to be enough to stop this Bren Esports composition. Here comes Coco with the usage of the Phantom Steed. Going to be able to initiate and provide enough distraction to get Kenji against the wall. They get him down. Of course, there's more damage here for EJ. He goes down as well. Changu with the follow-up. A lot of damage being output by this Lunox. Not going to be enough to clean up the Brent combo. They run away with a 2-0 in that fight.
Smooth gameplay right there. And we saw that Coco was at the front line dishing out so much damage. But let's not forget, Pain with that Kaja was performing really well as a tank because he received all of the skills.
Yeah, and exactly that. That's actually the big problem here for Aether Main. Pain is actually just, he doesn't care. Just go ahead and throw everything
Yeah.
at me.
Try me, bro.
Yeah, and then the rest of my team is just gonna pick you apart. And that looks like the story here for Aether Main is to just, again, try to kill the Helker, try to kill the Leomord. That's starting to be a bit more difficult as time is progressing.
Difficult indeed. And let's not forget Yuji. Come on. Gushin. The knives.
The knives all around. I mean, it's scary to go for the follow-up if Gushin is right there to protect. Then again, Yelly Hayes, he's starting to look for the big plays here. EJ actually could be in a very bad position if Yelly Hayes goes in. This could be bad. That Hurricane Dance would secure the kill for them. Of course, because of that, Bren Esports going to get another tower to their favor. Again, that gold lead's already 8,000 now.
Did you actually mean Hayes from Bren Esports?
Bren from Esports. Yeah, Hayes from Bren Esports. Absolutely.
Alright, mega kill on Leomord. And you know what? I'm pretty sure he's online right now. Like, Bren Esports is going all in.
Yeah, the all-in comp here for Brent is diving into that very squishy Thomas. He goes down. Where's the next target here? It's going to be Crypt. And here's EJ just to provide some follow-up. Ooh, Pain has got enough HP. Doesn't have enough HP, but has Immortality that will be used to tank the tower. Of course, Aether Main, they're lacking members right now.
EJ actually tried to protect.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once on the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join a game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls be able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my tricks.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting for too long.
Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one kill.
To be. Why not to be?
Double kill. Legendary attack. Double kill. An ally has been slain. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Autobots? Sounds familiar. Fix both hard and... I love rushing at lightning speed. I love rushing at lightning speed.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius. Hey, this is my special gift just for you. Fighting Timmy!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Just try to keep up with me.
Legendary!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once on the night of Halloween, I played a trick. Whoever touched this magical portal would be forced to join a game. I really enjoyed it. They had no way to escape. The only thing they could do is fight and kill. In this game, I let souls be able to transfer to another hero after death. Heroes, you say? They lost touch with their original selves and turned into beasts, killing machines. Trickster's Eve 2018 is coming. Wait for my trick.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I've been waiting for too long.
Why so serious? How about a tasty candy?
One strike, one skill.
To be, or not to be.
Double kill. Legendary attack. Double kill. An ally has been slain. Legendary. Double
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Autobots? Sounds familiar. Exposed hard I love rushing at lightning speed. I love rushing at lightning speed.
monster kill. Launch attack. Legendary. Legendary. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Taking the fresh air of the Empire. Wow, I'm a genius.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2. And of course, we are in Week 2 right now. We are your casters for today. I'm Rockhart.
And I am Yuko. We are here, finally. Last match.
Last match for today.
As we like to call it, Imba versus White Rascals.
That's right. SXC Imbalance versus White Rascals Alliance. Of course, that's a mouthful.
It is, so let's just try to cut them out, right?
Yeah, right now standings are, call them out, Yuko. We got 3-0 for Brent Esports. Signal Ultra are leading the charge right now. Of course, Brent Esports has a higher score because they have been undefeated. Signal Ultra did suffer that first game loss on the first day that we did cast as well. Of course, Archangel and Aid following very shortly behind in the scoreboard, as well as SXC Imba and Execration.
And for the other half, we have Finesse Solid on 1-2, Archangel Onage 1-1, Happy Feet and White Rascals. They are at the bottom of this chart, but let's see. I think they'll be able to turn things around.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially White Rascals. We have known them to do exactly this. At the end of the season, they kind of just ramp up, and they become this like really powerful force, this dark horse. The people kind of like to say in tournaments where they slowly learn from their mistakes and they kind of adjust and they make it work for them. I think that's exactly what they need to do at this point because
they should, because they are at the bottom right now.
Yeah, bottom is not somewhere you want to be in for a long time, and of course, we're gonna have to wait and see which one of these are gonna be coming out on top. Of course, SXE Imba, they're pretty close they're pretty high up, middle of the pack, but they're not out of the woods just yet. So again, let's show them what we got though. SXE Imba.
We have Archie, Bonchon, Dexter, GDD, Hadji, and Honda.
That's right. So
I love how they all have spaces in their IGNs.
Yeah, they really want to make it hard on you.
That's the team right there.
Exactly the case. Right now, of course, SXE Imba, they are 4 points right now. They did win up, but of course, overall standings, they're 1 and 2.
Yep.
So that's actually a bit of a difficult position to be in as well. In the middle of the page, of course, you're going to see them on the player cams.
They're all chilling. They're all happy. They're excited. They're going to finally play.
Yeah, of course, they're going to be fighting off against White Rascals Lions Season 1. They have been very dominant. They did finish off in the middle of the pack as well.
Okay.
In the grand final since SM Mall of Asia. Of course, we were there. It was a very beautiful, beautiful event. And they kind of have to win. They kind of have to win 2-0 today if they want to have a chance to be there. Because right now, but if they still come out with a 0-2 this week, it's very hard to come back from that.
But what if they leave with a 2-1?
If they leave with a 2-1 today,
I think
maybe that will be.
They're just holding on to that last string.
Yeah, that's right. We have Rek as an assassin fighter, Snow as a mage marksman, Ramen as assassin fighter. As for White Rascals, Nath, he's also the assassin.
Gotta love their poses, man.
These poses are awesome. Kensu as a tank, mostly as a fighter as well, and Chalk as a tank support.
White Rascals right there.
Yep, they'll
Hey, their intro is actually quite unique.
Yeah, I like that intro from White Rascals Lines right there. You have Chalk, Kenzu, Nath, Ramen, Snow, and Rek, the 6-man. So again, this is actually a bit of a change-up. I don't know where you got that. I don't know where we got that from. They probably made it themselves. That's actually pretty cool.
But hey, that was actually cool.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. You got to have more of that as this season progresses. I'm going to have to request that. Of course, White Rascals Alliance, they have not won yet, so therefore the gloomy faces.
Yes.
But of course.
But Yet they have not
haven't won
won
yet. Yes, exactly. So these phases should turn up differently once we do get into speed. Once they get some wins under their belts. Right now, though, for predictions, it could by 4 members. 3 members rather of SXC, they dedicated a lot of resources to make that kill happen. Wonder if it's gonna be worth it though.
Well, you can't just overlook SXC's gank potential, team fight potential at the early game.
Yeah, especially since they have at level 2, you can use the Akai combo, the 1,000-pounder combo to stun someone in place. You don't even need the Hurricane Dance yet.
Yep.
Just dive into there and let the Karina do the work for you.
But Karina won't be as noticeable this early though.
Yeah, of course. It will need a lot of ramping up. It will need a lot of minions for it to be noticed. But White Rascals, they're definitely starting to get pushed back by SXE.
Yep, slowly but surely. But hey.
Hey, there's still any man's game, as we said earlier. We haven't seen the full team fight here for White Rascals, although it will be another pickoff here for SXE Imba. Haji gets another one. And looks like everyone for White Rascals is going to start to run from that because of it. White Rascals, though, they have the Deadly Magic onto Nave. He goes down quite easily, if I may add.
And Kenzu was actually really low on health right there, forced to use the Flicker just to save himself.
Yeah, it was really fast. It was really smooth here. Again, one more kill for the books and another turtle to block it out. It's 3,000 or 2,000 gold lead right now.
It's not even 3 minutes, but SXC already has 4 kills.
A huge deficit is being created here for the blue team squad. Obviously, all because of the pick-ups that they're doing all around the map.
Well, Harley doing his thing and...
Oh, look at this. Hurricane Dance into a wall. Stops a lot of the Lolita power. Luminous Blast gonna be hitting air. Honda there on the side doesn't even care right now. Haji taking very, very low. That's a lot of damage from SXC. It's gonna be on for the chase here. Rest of White Rascals, they will take Bonchon and pull back Honda. It's gonna be another kill if he doesn't make it out here.
Honda being boxed in, he's still being chased down, and he does go down.
He goes down quite easily here. Again, SXC Imba is gonna have a lot of work cut out for them. This is the aggression that I love to see from White Rascals. Once they find a small opening, they will pretty much clean out house. And that's exactly what happened there for SXE Imba. Although, of course, this Leomord on the top lane wreaking havoc, destroying the Lancelot in the 1v1.
I love how White Rascals is able to catch up. But let's not forget, SXC has that Leomord.
Yeah, exactly. The Leomord composition that they drafted is actually quite scary. Once it reaches 10 minutes, it reaches 9 minutes even, it's going to be unstoppable.
Yep. I kind of have this urge of being scared every time Leomord gets hovered.
Yeah, every time you see the Leomord, it's like, oh my god, is this the new Fanny? Like, I kind of
have a feeling that it is the new Fanny.
It will be like a really strong pick. Again, it's not as hard to control as Fanny.
Yes.
Although, of course, it is giving so many advantages right now. SXCM are going to be spotted out on this bush. 4 members here committed on the bottom lane, while the rest of the squad just goes off and just gets gold around the map. That's going to open a lead. That's going to leave an open turtle here. Will SXCM go for it?
They probably should, because they should just keep their advantage, just eventually snowball, slowly get the stuff that they need.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, this turtle gonna be a bit slower than usual. White Rascal's gonna spot it out. And where is the power here? Numinous Blast charged up, but way too late here. Turtle already taken by Haji. And of course, where's the backup here? He is not going to be lasting for long on the back end. Archie gets taken out. White Rascals go for the chase. Dexter's on the bottom of the map. He's not able to participate in the fight right now. Oh my god, Kenzu gets another. And White Rascals, they're starting to catch up on kills.
That was really tough of Ken to just dive into 3 members or 4 members from White Rascals.
Yeah.
And he actually got to back 1 kill.
And even though they are going to be suffering a kill here, most likely on the Kenzu, they are going to be in a very good position. Goal is very, very close. Double kill already for Haji. He's not done. He's chasing up, kiting up the Kaja. I'm mixing them up. I'm mixing up their names right now. Haji and Kaja. Okay.
I can't understand why.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
SXE and Bug, they're going to take a tower on the bottom lane. Wild charge here by Bonchon. Chased up into Ramen.
Ramen's going to go down.
He goes down to Power of Nature. It's going to be a free kill here for SXE Imba. That gold lead was almost even a few minutes back, but now it's back into a really huge deficit. SXE Imba playing out their minds as well right now.
This seems like it's their game this early on, so I really think they can maintain this. They can snowball up. Watching Dexter right here. Dexter, however, what? Why did you disengage?
Yeah, that was a bit weird. Maybe they were scared of the
maybe
carry.
they didn't want to
Yeah.
engage.
That was actually a bit scary as well to have Kari next to you. But of course, it's going to be another Hurricane Dance. Well executed there by SXE Imba. They get another kill because of that. Here's on the side, we have Bonchon on the Grok, making space here for the rest of White Rascals. They're getting pushed back. Turret will fall. SXE Imba on a roll right now.
Okay, speaking of being in a roll, White Rascals has to see that Haji is getting the kills that he needs.
He really is.
And we know once Haji goes online, he's gonna be at the front line, possibly get a Maniac.
Yeah, the Maniacs are actually very real. I've seen a lot of Karinas do this. There's a reason why a lot of people like specializing in this. Lolita will pop the Numenon Blast though, doesn't hit that many members, but will be enough. SXE Imba, they take him out, but of course, Bonchon gets another kill. Oh my god, Snow has a double though at the back end. It's a very healthy White Rascal still chasing up onto SXE. Dexter pops the Deadly Magic onto Snow. Deadly Magic will pop. That will be enough to take one kill for each of them.
Not enough indeed. That was a 2 for 3 kills in favor of White Rascals. Slowly but surely, they are answering SXE now. But I still think SXE still has a slight advantage.
Yeah, SXE right now is actually in a very good position still.
They're keeping the momentum up.
Yeah, despite sometimes losing up in battles, you kind of notice the goal never actually makes a big difference here for White Rascals. So that means they're controlling more of the map as this game is progressing.
What do you think should White Rascals do?
I think White Rascals, they should just start going for full force onto either Dexter or Haji. Again, the big damage dealers for SXE. That Leomord doesn't even need to participate in fights yet. So therefore, that's something that they can actually take into consideration. Try to go for the early kills.
Dexter gonna be boxed here though, but good thing Honda and Haji is right there and he's safely escaped.
Yeah, and you can tell White Rascals, every time they find an opening, they do capitalize. They try to make a play. It's just that SXE Imba starting to play a bit more safer this time around.
Yep, so with aggression slowly going down, I think this is White Rascals' moment.
Yeah,
It's their
I
chance.
think so. Because while this is happening, again, that carry is slowly ramping up. He is getting the damage that he needs. Lord does get taken out by SXE though. Rek has Deadly Magic, most likely will go down. Archie will take that kill for himself. Thank you very much. And Ramen, he goes in, dives back and forth. Kenzu finally gets one with a Numenon Blast and Bonchon in the front end. He's starting to lose teammates right now. And everyone just running for the hills right now for SXE Imba. White Rascals, they're going for the chase. This Gushan is doing a huge amount of damage onto Bonchon. That was a missed Phantasm. That will result into White Rascals not getting the ace, but that was actually very close.
Very close indeed. The only one alive was actually Grok.
Yeah, very close into getting that ace again. That Phantasm by Ramen missed. It hit the wall at the end of that fight, therefore not securing the kills. Of course, Lord going to be knocking on the top lane. Again, that was secured earlier by SXE Imba. Going to result into giving White Rascals something to deal with by the rest of the team. Go in the mid lane, go in the bottom
Pushing to the
lane.
mid lane most probably because that's kind of near and they have one turret up.
Again, that's actually pretty big here. White Rascals keeping the goal lead, the goal deficit very close. They're catching up slowly on goal, but it looks like it's going to be Dexter's time to shine here, going for Nave. He's going to pop Deadly Magic, not enough follow-up damage to kill him though.
The more minutes that pass by is more minutes that Dexter gets to ramp up his own damage. So it's really scary. I really recommend White Rascals to try and shut him down or at least keep him at bay.
Yeah, shutting them down is actually going to be very, very crucial here. SXE Imba still going around the mid lane. Going to try to scare White Rascals off. That Leomord, you got to take note, has not been joining the fights as of yet. So he's going to be very big once he does. And I think White Rascals should be very ready for that.
Yeah, he's just probably farming his own minions.
Yep.
Just trying to scale up. And I think he only participates in team fights just to use his ult and then he slowly backs up.
Yeah, and right now he does complete the Wings of the Apocalypse Queen. That will be the signal here for SXE Imba to go for the full 5v5 play. Man, this could be very bad for White Rascals. Can they make a play of their own? That's a question here that needs to be answered by this team.
I honestly think that SXC can get this. Like, they're literally knocking onto White Rascal's base, but let's wait and see how defensive White Rascals can be.
Yeah, because White Rascals, they actually have a lot of power as well. Use the Kaja, man. The Kaja is not flickering in, not using Divine Judgment to kill as many people as I think they would. I barely saw any Divine Judgment at all today from that Kaja, so they have to step up, or else they are going to slowly lose. They're going to get choked out here by SXC.
Can they still win this though? Because if you look up, SXC managed to take down 6 turrets while White Rascals only managed to get 1, and right now they are being boxed in and limited to their base.
Exactly. 5,000 gold lead for SXC Imba. Getting boxed in. Those turrets actually have a lot of gold in them. And man, White Rascals can't even make it out their base at this point. Even even Rek is going to be have a hard time trying to step out, trying to look for targets, because the power of this comp is just off the charts, man.
Kenzu should probably use his ult and Nath, Grishan with the follow-up, and probably Snow at the back line, just gonna dish out the most damage.
Yes. Again, if they can manage to do that, that's probably something for them to take, but as time is progressing, I'm slowly starting to doubt it. Even though Snow is getting maybe enough gold, I mean, everyone else is just so squishy.
Yep.
I don't think there's anyone in White Rascals that can front line for this very, very squishy carry here.
Rek could try, but he's gonna disappear before White Rascals could even do a play.
Again, that's maybe the reason why they are actually losing out a lot here in this fight, when Rek is very hesitant in making the big play here. Even though I feel like SXC Imba is just being spread too thin right now. This is the time for White Rascals to go for the play. But right now, they're just being distracted while the Lord, this is level 2 Lord right now, it got taken out. And it will be the tool that will be used by SXC Imba to break the wall finally here for White Rascals.
What Rek could do is probably try to pull someone in. White Rascals should take that person down. I think they should probably go with Haji or Dexter or maybe Archie. But from there, what do they do?
Yeah, I mean, it was already difficult to deal with the front line. Let alone try to go for a backline push, a backline dive. Maybe that's the reason why White Rascals can't actually make anything happen in this fight. They're very hesitant to go for the big play. And SXC Imba just capitalizing over and over again.
They're just waiting for this Lord to spawn further, and now they're gonna walk with him.
Yeah, they're gonna try to block it out as much as they can, only segueing him for a few short moments before they, of course, arrive in the top lane, in the mid lane here. Of course, top lane, Leomord still gonna be going up for the solo attempt. He gets pulled in. Archie, there's a lot of damage. That is what we're talking about, though. Archie suffers a lot, but Karina is here. Haji to make a follow-up play. He's going to be using the ultimate to go for the charge. Lord is knocking on the turret. It goes down. Inhibitor will be lost here for White Rascals. Everyone else is vanishing like dominoes. No one's falling already for SXC Imba. This could be the end. Last 2 members here for White Rascals. They're going to start to go out in a blizzard. And of course, right now, White Rascals, they're just gonna have to kill that Lord. Now the bottom lane turret has already fallen. Top lane gonna be following very shortly.
Ramen and Snow still trying to dish out as much damage as they can, but carry goes down, and so does Lancelot. So this is a free base. This is officially SXC's game. Game 1 just finished.
That's right. SXC Imbalance wins out the first game against White Rascals Alliance. Man, everyone from White Rascals just starting to look dejected slowly but surely. Yes. And I think I would be after that win where I could have actually won it with the composition I drafted, but I still lost because of a lack of confidence in going for the big play. MVP for that will be, of course, no doubt about it, Haji, 727 right now. A majority of the damage dealt to heroes in his pocket. Archie going to be following very close as well. So, I don't know. That could have been a White Rascals game, but they just did not have the courage to go for the fights.
Yeah, I think they did lack the confidence that they should have because, again, what you said, the draft. And I guess it also means that SXC knows how to adjust their aggression. Like we saw, White Rascals was being aggressive for quite some time.
They were winning some of the fights.
Yeah, but SXC they just answered, they just roared, and no.
It was
White Rascals couldn't move any further.
yeah, that was as one-sided as I could think of. Despite it should have been, it really shouldn't have been one-sided
Yeah.
because of the draft. They got the Kaja, they got everything they could actually ask for in that draft. A lot of OP picks were also left open, except for the Leomord, which of course was secured very easily
Yeah.
by SXE Imba. But man, they
But
really had
I
it.
don't. Leomord did perform well, but it's just that the Karina.
Yeah.
Karina's performance was a huge help to SXC right there.
Yeah, and it's so evident in each and every team fight. Look at this. Immediate assassinations by Haji on the Karina enabled SXC to always come out at least one man ahead in the fight. Deadly Magic propped on the name. The team's follow-up is just always on point. And White Rascals, they usually just roam around. Look at this. Even in a great position, they commit small mistakes. They commit everything they can into one barrel.
And it was kind of hard to ult with Lolita because most of the time you tend to ult in the thin air.
Yeah.
But her ult is actually a huge factor for White Rascals.
Yeah, if they hit more than they didn't, they did.
3-4 members maybe, it's a
Yeah, it would have been quite easy for the Gushin to clean up house. But we did see that did not happen. Usually Honda's the one who starts the fight.
Yep.
As the Akai user, they used a lot of resources to make sure the plays happen, and Haji paid dividends for it.
Did you see how fast Lancelot was eliminated by
Yeah.
Johnson?
That was just like, there was no way for him to form rows or even puncture out. Even in this one, where I thought SXC was finally gonna fall, I mean, White Rascals, they still were able to just eke out advantages. Leomord was pushing up on top lane after that fight, and he got towers because of that.
Even though a handful of members did die, it was a good trade. It
Yeah,
was
it was
worth
a good
it.
trade. Leomord was getting gold non-stop. And in the later stages of the fight where Leomord was joined, you saw even Wreck on the Kaja could not actually sustain. I mean, a lot of the fights were SXC, were White Rascals' favorite at the start of it. But as time progressed, it was actually leaning towards SXE more and more.
It was quite sad to see though, because we both know, and the viewers, White Rascals had
They really did. I mean, I'm pretty sure the viewers at home also have a lot of say, knowing that, you know, it was actually a pretty good draft from White Rascals, but
I
somehow,
just think they weren't able to utilize it.
yeah, lacking confidence in your composition, it actually does result in a lot. And it's gonna be obviously the MVP for that gonna be Haji on the Karina 727, a massive damage dealt, considering that was also a quick game. Hey, we have a lot of quick games today, aren't
Yep.
we? So that's actually
Our
very,
teams are apparently mad.
our teams are very, very raring to end the week very fast with
And
a
they
clean
just
record.
want this to be over with.
They really do. And again, because of that, SXE Imba going to win out game 1 here against White Rascals. We have to wonder what kind of adjustments should SXE make in their draft or in their playstyle
Mm-hmm. You
to,
mean White
to
Rascals?
get a win. So yeah, White Rascals.
Yeah, okay. Well, do you think we're gonna see different bans now? Will they ban out Karina?
Maybe ban out Leomord because that show pick.
Yeah, I really think they should start banning out.
Yeah,
Leomord.
just ban out Leomord. I think Leomord's just way too OP right now. Even though he's not the latest hero. Kimmy is the latest hero to be released. Leomord just hasn't had any major adjustments done to him. So while Leomord's OP, you kind of have to either capitalize on it or ban it out completely. And you know what's happening right now? Teams are slowly adapting him into their compositions.
Yes.
And it's turning out so well so far.
And like what you said, Leomord's skills are mostly AoE, so it's perfect for team fights.
Exactly.
No other words. It's just really perfect.
Exactly. Right there and then, as Yuko did mention. Yuko is perfect for team fight. Leomord is perfect
I'm not
you're
perfect for team fights.
You're Vex. Yeah, I mean, Leomord is perfect for team fights, but if left unchecked, it really is a threat to deal with. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to ramp up, but if it does, it's just beautiful to watch. Leomord, man, guys, ban it out.
Come on. Well, if he does get banned out, we won't see any action. So I have mixed feelings about this.
Yeah, I kind of do too. But again, so far so good here for White Rascals. They have a lot of catching up to do.
They do.
They really, really do. They drafted well, but I think executed a bit lacklusterly. So let's see if there's going to be any changes around that as Game 2 rolls out into the draft.
All right.
Your
First two
team
bans,
is banned.
as the usual.
Yep, as
Alice,
expected.
Claude. You know what? We usually get different bans during the third or fourth ban.
Yeah, Lunox though, a
Your
mainstay on the
team
ban
is
and pick as
banned.
well, 100% pick and win, pick
Pick
ban
and
rate.
Yeah.
But the guy with the 100% win rate right now is Leomord, so I don't know. Guys, highlight it. Come on, do it. Do it. I don't think they're
I
gonna do
don't
it.
think they're gonna ban it anytime
I don't think they're
soon,
gonna
though.
ban it though. I think they might just opt to use it and just ban out someone else here for White Rascals because I kind of already expect SXC to pick that up.
Ooh, they banned out Gushin.
Your team
Gushin was
is
actually
picking.
a big threat in the earlier
was.
team fight there for White Rascals, so it could be big. But White
Your
Rascals, they
team
still
is
go for the
picking.
Grok priority.
Well, we did see how Grok was useful, right? So,
Yep.
no questions there. Leomord.
Leomord, do it. Leomord, come on. There you
Called
go.
it. Come on, it was that
Oh,
easy.
God, SXC is ahead of the curve as well. They lock in Leomord. They give it over
Your team
to
is
Archie, most
picking.
likely. And of course, that show, which did get banned out earlier, can be making an
up.
appearance.
Yeah, so we will see more good initiates. More Way of the Dragons.
Yeah, more Way of the Dragons indeed is gonna be it's gonna be very exciting to watch that. Always, Way of the Dragon is a great skill to make a big play, and that's gonna be in the arsenal here of SXC Imba. White Rascals though, they're still looking for the big counter here for Leomord.
Kaja?
There you
Hey,
go.
called it.
Kaja will be there, as well as another one from White Rascals. Martis,
Mart-
not the one I was thinking about, but it will do.
But it's okay.
It
right?
will absolutely do here as a damage dealer for White Rascals. It's a great combo pairing as well to this Grok. So something that we can most likely take note of is how well the Martis does perform. But I don't know. They're forcing Rek onto this Kaja. I don't think he's that comfortable in it as of yet.
Are you sure? Because, you know, maybe Rek has his own surprises up his sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, earlier it was a lackluster performance, but maybe given the chance, he probably could come out with something here. Of course, Harley and Lolita, no questions whatsoever there. This time around, SXC Imba gonna try to give a statement. We're gonna show you how to play this hero properly. So that might be the case here for
Hey, that's
SXC Imba.
harsh.
But that's something to wait for us to wait and see. Like, will that actually happen?
You know, we can't help but compare, right? Since these are two games.
Exactly. So something
And
that we're gonna have.
hey, another appearance from Kagura.
Kagura, very stable mid laner. They're not deviating from the meta as of yet. This Hayabusa, though, a bit unexpected for White Rascals.
But quite okay.
It is quite okay.
Hopefully.
So the split push. So these two heroes, Leomord and Hayabusa, most likely going to be facing off each other in the split push game. Hayabusa has been a very strong split pusher / jungler for the past season. We haven't actually seen a lot of Hayabusa games yet in the regular season in season 2. So maybe we'll have a taste of what it feels like.
Ooh,
And here
SXC,
you
yo,
go.
the draft by SXC right here.
SXC Imba won the draft fair and square. I think White Rascals just left out way too many OP picks open.
Yes.
And
The
they...
only thing they have is, for me, the Kaja.
Yeah, exactly.
Aside
The
from
Kaja-
that, well, Grok as well, hopefully. 'Cause
I don't know. SXC Imba might be in it for a very smooth ride, but we'll have to wait and see. That Grok can make a big difference
of course.
if given a chance. I don't know. It's still a bit of a toss-up here for me. Like, SXC Imba just has such a great draft. I like the skin on the show. It's very
Yes.
it's smooth, it's shiny.
It's very Asian.
Yeah, it's very, very Asian. A lot of Shadow Kill from Hayabusa usually gets used to clear out waves and then split over to another jungle camp. So something I'm looking forward to. How well can the Hayabusa fare off against Leomord? That's something we haven't actually seen a lot.
Can he?
Actually, Leomord has a lot more sustain, has a lot more. He has
Shield,
shields,
right? Yeah.
and he has a huge AOE. I mean, Hayabusa does have that too, but it comes out in small bursts. So
Does.
gonna be something to watch out for. Again, game 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2,
Smash them.
and we're gonna go up into the
All
Land of
troops
Dawn once more.
deployed.
This could be bad here for White Rascals. We're gonna have to wait and see again. SXC Imba, they have a great draft. We're gonna have to wait and see if they have a great execution
This
as well.
could potentially be the last game for the night.
Potentially last game indeed. And again, SXC Imba, they missed out on banning the Aldous. I don't know why they did. Once you get contract chase fate, it's actually easy to kill Kagura. It's easy to kill Hayabusa. So I don't know what they're thinking, but let's see if it works out for them. Because right now it looks like White Rascal is gonna get pressure dip on top lane. Leomord not gonna be left alone this time around. He's not gonna go for the solo clears here. Same case here for White Rascals though.
I think they're probably planning to let Leomord ramp up faster than he usually does. So let's wait and see. But again, we can't just overlook the fact that SXC Imba's draft is really good.
It is disgustingly good. They have Aldous, they have Leomord, they also have the great picking up on the show. So again, there's a reason why White Rascals did ban this out earlier. We're gonna see it today. And
Do you
Honda,
believe that White Rascals forgot about Aldous?
I believe they made a big trade-off there by picking up Hayabusa. They were the last 2 rotation pickups, so it's either they don't have confidence in using the Aldous or they just they know how to play with it. We're gonna have to wait and see because right now it's gonna be a fight here on the side of the mid lane, left side mid lane, and they're just fighting over objectives right now. White Rascals slowly edging up in gold advantage. They are playing very safe right now. And SXC Imba, it will take low. They need a level 4s if they want to make a big play.
Yeah, they're probably just focusing on farming right now. Like, wait till my ult comes up and then we'll be all over the map.
Yeah. Again, that's a big question here for both of these teams. Who gets the ults first? I think that's a big question. But of course, who gets the turtles first is actually going to be big in terms of your economy. Getting that without any contention. White Rascals, they're getting up ahead in this fight.
Nice choice by White Rascals on actually prioritizing the turtle. But
Way of
first
the
blood though
Dragon.
goes to SXC Imba.
And maybe that's the reason why it gets banned out. Of course, the following team fight going to be a bit more difficult here for White Rascals, losing out on one of their members. Although they are ahead in gold by 400, it's slowly being reduced because of the kills and the pressure around the map as well.
That is true. I guess most of the plays from Wade.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course, Luminous Blast going to be charged up. He will dash out of it. Nath, very, very good in dodging out. Of course, tower hits
It
will
wasn't
be
enough because again there are 4 members of SXC right there.
Yeah, it will be juggled very easily here by SXC Imba. Of course, White Rascals going to be trading up on top as well. Ultimate by Aldous going to be popped just to see where everyone else is on the map.
And as I was saying earlier, most of the team fights will probably kind of depend on Martis just because of his stun or his knock-up. From there, he should probably get 3 or 2 members maybe, and then everyone will just do the follow-up.
Then follow-up is actually a big factor here as well. Like, White Rascals, they have a great composition here as well. You know, I mean, it's very steady. They have the Grok, they have the Kaya for the Divine Judgment, but you know, if SXC Imba follows up faster like this, Way of the Dragon backwards into a Numinous Blast into a Phantom Steed, that actually, even no matter how tanky you are gonna suffer, and that's exactly what happens. Dexter gets a kill on the back end of that.
And Rek being targeted right now, he accidentally jumps in, but Death Magic
Oh
on him
my
and
god!
he goes down.
He uses the Phantom kill, try to dodge, but he goes down instead. Oh my god, Yin Yang Overturn used by Snow though. Great damage follow-up there. They're gonna get killed because of that, but that's still a lot lost from White Rascals.
Yeah. Ooh, a huge oof on
Yeah.
White Rascals right
Exactly.
here because
Oh my god! Oh man.
wow,
Nath tried to go for the kill there, but he was
I thought he was gonna go down, but tables got turned.
outplayed there by
That's a highlight right there.
wow. Oh my god, I lost for words there. That wasn't already a kill for me, but man, White Rascals, they are lacking. Again, execution right now. SXC Imba looking sharp whenever there's a fight.
Sharp indeed. I think Bunchen was gonna beat there, but White Rascals didn't jump in, so the other 2-3 members didn't actually do anything.
Exactly. Of course, White Rascals, they see the turtle They will try to contest. 4 members being dedicated by White Razzles here. Of course, they're being surrounded slowly by SXE inbound. Numinum Blast charge up by Bonchon. He flickers in with it, but it will be secured here by the Grok user. Of course, killing spree already for that Harley, and of course the follow-up is going to be complete here. Nafe on the Mortis, very, very strong indeed. Gonna be forcing the flicker out of him, and it pretty much evens out the score though. Oh my god, actually SX Imba started to... Wow, can you look at that? White Razzles got the turtle, they got kills, but they're still even in gold. And actually they're ahead in gold now. SX Imba.
Quite a handful of numbers ahead in gold.
Yeah.